Alright. New chapter, I take it. Yeah. The door to the truth. What? You mean someone else killed those 18 men? Right. The Ueno Saiwa officers were taken out by one of their own, Katsuragi. Then Yasuko Saijima's brother is innocent. Well, he did carry out the attack, so he's far from innocent. Yeah, what the fuck was that leap? But there's a big difference in sentencing for murder and attempted murder. Oh, that means that he might not be on death row? Because he never actually murdered anybody? Pretty fucking tenuous, though. He shot 18 people. You're gonna, like, just assume all of them were gonna live? Like, and that none of them were left over after... Like, not even one of them died of their wounds and all had to be double-tapped by their own dude? Like, every single one of 18 people sloppily fought in a big melee with guns? I don't know about that, man. Was this Katsuragi also responsible for killing your father? I couldn't get an answer out of him. I see. Either way, Tanimura-kun, that stunt you pulled had me worried half to death. Yeah, should've. I'm really shocked they didn't just kill him. I got a call from Sugoichi-kun in Homicide telling me that you were trying to contact the Ueno Saiwa. That was like a lot, like you... There was like, the people that showed up had to know exactly where you were and where to be, and they stormed through with the perfect dramatic twist car maneuver drift. And then the things they said almost made it sound like they could hear the conversation or something. So I took it upon myself to search for you before you wound up in danger. Which ended up happening anyway. Well, yeah, he is instantly in danger when that started. So that's why you're here. Tanimura-kun, you must have some inclination as to how dangerous the Ueno Saiwa clan is right now. Are you even aware of the gravity of the situation? I'm not sure he is. He keeps making incredibly strange choices that seem incredibly lethal to everybody. We rushed to get here, and we're still here. We haven't, like, barricaded the place or, like, planned to leave. Aren't we gonna leave? Well, I thought the point was to get them and get them out so they don't get killed by the Ueno Saiwa. Like, you beat up one guy in a suit that was like a special dude or whatever, but they had a horde of dudes and they were told to come kill him, to come kill both of them. Like, are we just assuming that because you beat up the purple guy, you won and now they're safe? Like, I don't know if that's a safe guess either. More or less. Well, at least this Katsuragi seems to know something about your father's killer. Sounds like progress to me. Yeah, I guess that's one way to look at it. Seriously, I would feel so much better if we left this building. Can we leave this building? Go to any... You gotta have, like, a hideout of some sort you could use, right? Like, anything? I guess this is kind of your hideout, but you probably have something to go on. Then why the long face? You finally have a promising lead. Something that Katsuragi said has been bugging me. And what was that? The police covered up the truth about the massacre in 1985. They knew the real killer was Katsuragi, but they pinned it all on Saijima. Huh? What? None of this rings a bell, Chief? No, I'm not on Homicide, and back then I was as low on the totem pole as it gets. Fair enough. So were the police trying to protect Katsuragi? If so, why? Who knows? But they obviously couldn't let a scandal like that go public. I just thought of something. Maybe we could dig something up at headquarters. Oh yeah? How? Archive room 13 on basement level 3. The so-called forbidden room. Forbidden room. That's right. also known as the Scandal Graveyard. All record of police misconduct over the years supposedly ends up there. Or so the rumor goes. I feel like both of the cops in this scene are saying a lot of things that it's a little weird to say in front of Zhao. Both because, like, one, it's like, here's all this police dirt from this guy, but also, like, we're just giving him a ton of dangerous information that could get him in more danger. Or so the rumor goes. Interesting. Then we just might find something useful. Yes, or, well, could all simply be a rumor. Still, worth a shot. In fact, I'm all over it. Now hold your horses, Tanimura-kun. Think about it. Archive 13 is smack dab in the middle of headquarters. A rookie like you can't just go strolling in there without permission. I never planned on asking. I mean, we're dealing with someone who can cover up mass murder. I doubt they're keen on giving me access to the evidence. You sure about this, Mo-chan? Tanimura-kan, No, nothing. So, we all ready to go? Huh? Wait, we as in you and me? Of course. Community safety boys has gotta stick together, right? Besides, I've only been to HQ maybe once or twice. How does your job work? What? I couldn't possibly find this archive even if I tried. But you know right where it is, don't you, Chief? What? No, well, I mean, yes, but be it that as it may. Great. Then I'll be counting on you. Okay, let's go. We can go there by taxi. Yeah, I'm probably all set. I cleared up the map. Okay. We pay our own cab fare. Headquarters might start asking questions if we file an expense report. Going to the Metro Police. I guess, like, maybe it's like an HQ, like a proper, separate one, and he might go to a satellite one. The idea that he never goes to a place of business or place of work ever in it when he's doing his job just seems bizarre. Wow, we're just in here, huh? Okay. That was a quick one. Ah. Nope. You're just gonna check around, alright? Not it. So we're just gonna keep mucking up this graveyard of old stuff, right? Aren't the people that you care about in danger and maybe gonna get murdered? Like, isn't that the priority right now? I feel like it's weird. Like, this stuff is not a current concern. I feel like we have immediate concerns of mortality happening in the story right now, and we immediately switched right back to like, yeah, but I want to dig up this case that I've been looking forward to finding information about for years. Let's go check out this archive that's just sitting here and we could, you know, come to next week. Why is this even in here? I'm just saying that if they get in danger again, like, it's because you've been actively ignoring the fact that they were in danger the whole time. Not this one. Can I go over here? Nope. Hey, I think it was the closest location to where the starting point was, but they made me start not here. I think I found it. You did. No, not this one. The assault on Yoshiharu Ueno. Case overview. The attempt on Yoshiharu Ueno's life was carried out on April 21st, 1985. Shortly after noon that day, a lone gunman armed with 6 revolvers... It's really funny when you say it that way, but it was even funnier to see in person. He fucking Zorro'd one of them in his mouth. Incredible. Burst into a ramen shop located in Tokyo's Suginami ward. Yoshiharu Ueno, chairman of the Ueno Saiwa clan, one of the 20 men shot inside, and one of the 2 who survived. The gunman was one Taiga Saijima, a 20-year-old member of the Tojo clan. We insisted on photographing him shirtless. On the day of the incident, Ueno had been released after serving a 2-year prison term. With him were several top members of his clan. His report's missing something, just like Katsuragi said. According to him, he should be the one listed as the killer. But all that's here is the part Saejima played. Investigation. The Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department formed a special investigation team by detectives Taiga Tanimura and Junji Suguichi. So is that my dad? Dad and Suguichi. They worked the case together? Why haven't I heard this before? What the hell's going on? Well, it looks like you want to go talk to Suguichi then. Huh. What did you find out? More than I expected. Let's go. What? Already? Yeah, I have a good lead. No point wasting any more time here. You don't want to take the case with you? Okay. Photograph it with your cell phone that you have? Chief, I have a few things I need to check out. Why don't I see you later? That's fine. I'll be back at the station if you need me. Just don't do anything crazy, you hear? Your father wouldn't want you going out guns blazing over this. I wouldn't go that far. You kind of already jumped off that cliff early last episode to an extent. I think I need to head back to Homeland for now. I need some time to digest all this, unless there's a bunch of question marks on the map now. There's not. Shocking. Might as well grab the grab, I guess. Quick stand. I think that rounds out all of the ones. Yep. We're getting there. Alright, map. How about... Not seeing anything there. No, I don't think there's new quests yet. Maybe a status quo change has to happen when I get to the world. Oh, there's a guy. Because new quests don't always happen the moment the chapter starts. Sometimes you have to, like, get past a certain cutscene in that chapter, and that's like, okay, here's this chapter's quest. Look at that, you just give me the stink eye? Oh, here we go. If nothing else, it might change the time of day. Or it might even be the, technically like the setup for in some cases it's actually just the setup for side quests, because you meet certain characters that then have side quests. I'm never gonna have heat ever again because I keep activating these constantly. I mean, they work, I guess, so I guess it's fine. But my combos autocomplete in finishing moves. Not autocomplete, obviously, I'm pressing a button, but like my big finishers that I'm used to ending combos with now end with the heat action being spent whenever I have any heat. What happened? You're way too strong. I'm sorry, I didn't know what I was getting myself into, which means that actually I regret it, but only because of the personal impact it had on me, and not because of, like, the choice itself. It's from Homeland. Well, we're right there. Hello? Ma-chan! If they're in danger after no one listens to me. Because I'm not in the game. Meihua? What's up? We need you back at Homeland, hurry! Whoa. Calm down and tell me what happened. Just hurry back here now, something awful has happened. Okay, I'll be right there. Well, I'm almost there. Did I fall in the same trap? The map, like, doesn't go where it looks like it's gonna go half the time. Is this like a big trap? It's like a big, long, dead end that leads to this one spot? I don't know, the camera's relatively confined, and there's parts where it looks like there's paths on the map, but then they don't go anywhere. They don't work. Like, you can't go that way. I'm really unclear. Oh, they're just hanging out. I thought they were like dead. Like, oh god, I think I found what happened. I did not. Oh, Ma-chan, you're back. How'd things go? Well, I found the case report for the hit. You did? What did it say? A lot of stuff I already knew, plus one new piece of info. I'm sorry, what happened? Oh? Tsukuichi was investigating that case, along with my dad. Tsukuichi? The same one that's always giving you hell back at the station? Mm-hmm. I've talked to him more times than I care to remember, but he never once mentioned being on a case with my dad. It's turned— ah, he's a Snape! He's punishing you all your life because he hated your dad. And that's despite him knowing how bad I want the truth. That's not the worst of it either. I'm starting to believe someone on the force did my father in. Katsuraki said as much when we met yesterday. Another officer? Things just keep getting better, huh? Seriously. Why don't you call it a day, Ma-chan? You need rest at some point. What happened? You're right. I think I'll knock out for a while. What? You do that. Hey, Meihua, get Ma-chan's futon ready. What the fuck? What happened? Wait, did it was that chapter 3? Did chapter 3 just happen in its entirety and now it's chapter 4? Was chapter 3 15 minutes long? What the fuck? But what happened? Why did I have to hurry back? What is happening? Are you okay, game?
Boy.
So, are you going to launch an internal investigation? Not yet. I want to launch an internal investigation on what the fuck just happened where there's an apparent emergency. And then no one's mentioning it. That's like the tension in the background. It's saying, like, oh, let's just have a fun status quo update conversation. And then the chapter's over in 15 minutes. It was just that one conversation. What? Okay. Not yet. There's something I need to do first. What? Don't tell me you're taking off with the money. Yeah. I'm totally skipping town. Actually, I'm taking it back to its original owner. Oh? Who's that? Some moneylender, apparently. He's got an office in Tenkaichi Street called Sky Finance. Hey, we're gonna have characters meet each other for once. It begins. Well, we have two pairs now. He's gonna meet Akiyama, and Saejima already met Kiryu. Can you imagine how much interest 100 million yen would rack up if I just let it sit? Yeah, forget that. Well, good news, buddy. Not a concern. Bye, Ma-chan. Have a good day. We've all been replaced by body snatchers when you weren't looking, and that's why we're acting like everything's normal. This is actually, like, scary. This is like some Get Out shit, where, like, the guy freaks out, and then he just, like, puts on his mask again, and he's just, like, really... And he's just like, oh, back to my performance of just being a normal white guy pretending to be a black guy. I'll try. I'll see you later. This is creepy. I don't think... Was it a glitch? Was that not supposed to happen? Was that call actually about a side quest, but it, like, failed to trigger because the only way to encounter it was to go back to the place where the main story continued? Maybe. Should I go back in and talk to her? Is she gonna then introduce the side quest? Is there no one here? That's just a save room, and I can't go back. There's nobody here. She's not even staring in the corner like she was before, which was also a creepy thing she did. That's just thing. She just creeps me out on a regular basis. There's a whole cutscene where there's a whole time she spent staring in the corner doing nothing. And now she's like, oh my god, the world's burning. Please get here as fast as you... I can't tell you what's happening. You just gotta get here as fast as possible. Oh my god, help us. And then I arrive and she never mentions it. Did it start a sub-story? Everyone's really worked up. I better hurry to Homeland. It is a sub-story. Is it a sub-story that I can't do because I'm stuck with this in the suitcase storyline? Okay, at least it makes sense now. We have some answers. Okay. Hopefully I don't accidentally finish this campaign right now. I think I have to get rid of the money in order to continue it. Where in Homeland? It's a big convoluted area, and I apparently didn't trigger it earlier. Maybe I can't trigger it as long as the money's in my hand, but the conversation still happens anyway, which makes it so fucking surreal. At least we know they haven't been replaced by body snatchers like I thought they were. There's no yerks in their brains.
Oi, 誰かいないか?
どちらさん?
あんた、秋山さんか?
そうですけど。
あ? あんた、どこかで。
あんた、この前の。
そうか。あんたが安子さんに金を貸した男だったのか。
安子？安子ってリリちゃんのこと？どうしてあんたリリちゃんの名前を？
This is really funny. Just kind of realizing that Akiyama's only in this game so far because he lent 100 million yen to someone that, in a way that, like, barely mattered. Because she immediately passes it off to me, and then I never actually gave it to the guy. It was at best a bargaining chip for a moment to have one conversation where he kind of pointlessly revealed that he's a mass murderer, but that was about it. I didn't even get the information I wanted, and also I didn't successfully negotiate for her any either. But hey, here's your 100 million yen back, I guess. Spent like 8 hours setting it up, and then we're just gonna put it back. I guess she was a more reliable lendee than expected. She didn't even fucking spend it. So that's her story. She didn't tell you any of this? Nope. Never asked, which was a weird thing and out of character for me, because it's what I do to everyone, but for some reason, I just didn't act in character for her. It's weird. It's like, we did like 20 side quests that all like establish my procedure in almost exhausting detail, and then when it comes to the main story, that's irrelevant. Believe it or not, I still like the Yakuza games and I have a good time with them, but I'm just like, I can't help but like remark on the strange choices made in pretty much the entire story of this game so far. I'm like, what is happening? Because that was weird too. Like some of the stuff has a little bit of the screenwriter sickness of like, the screenwriter knows what's going to happen, so certain things happen in the story because that's just how the endpoint they're working towards, and so characters will maybe act out of character a bit in order to make that stuff happen. Because it was really weird that he like didn't even ask. It's not even like I think he might have like asked one or two things that it didn't quite pan out, but like by and large he did not try very hard to establish what the money was for, on top of also not establishing on top of also not actually testing her. No, he tested her. That, yeah, That part did obviously happen. But like, it's a whole part of his procedure to have a reason for it, because he's judging these people essentially, but then he just didn't, to the point where he was willing to like give her the money for free as not a loan, just to find out at the end why she wanted it, which is also just like, what are you doing, Akiyama? That's not how any of this works. What? I guess it's all maybe to establish how much of an exception or how different she was for some reason, but I'm not even entirely 100% sure on why. Is it just because he recognized her? There's a lot going on. I guess that in that way, Nope never asked is also a lie, because he did ask. Because he offered to give it to her for free. Yeah, you tricked me, script. For a second there, I took what you said as truth, and then I falsely repeated what you said when I was talking about what happened earlier, and then I remembered that no, he super asked. He's just lying to Tanimura apparently, because he offered 100 million yen with no with not even interest, not a loan, no loan, just gift, just to know, and she didn't answer him. Nope, never asked. I figured it was something serious, but dang, borrowing enough to put 100 millionaires in debt. All to save your wrongfully accused brother on death row. I just wish she'd come to me earlier. Might have saved her from going down a dark path. Well, now that Katsurugi's broken his promise, we can at least put the money issue to rest. Here. I'm sure she'd want you to have this.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good. Akiyama, what is your deal? Wait, what? I'm saying I won't accept the money. We're straight. Okay. Explanation, please? Yes, Akiyama, explanation, please. Regardless of how things went down, I lent that money to her. Isn't it only right that she be the one to return it? What? 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 Tanimura's the one that has it now. It was his to use as part of her plan. But I don't know, wouldn't that leave a big gaping hole in your account? Detective, I have so much money, I hardly know what to do with it. I know, it's fucking painful, as your characterization is a nightmare. How the fuck much money do you have? It's an what are you? You don't even care. And I'm not interested in making more. As for the 100 million, I couldn't give a rat's ass if I never saw it again. Why? You see, I only lent money to people that I feel are worth investing in. That way, I can see how my loan affects their life, and that's a much more meaningful reward than seeing numbers in a spreadsheet. Yeah, but she already did the thing, Akiyama. It's over. The plan's over. You can have the money back now. She already gave it up. Like, it's gone. She doesn't have it. What are you doing? Why are you like this? Usually when you have the guy that, like, was literally living on the streets, and then they become rich, there's this whole fucking thing about how it's like a trope about how like they learned the true value of $1, unlike all these people that were born rich and don't understand what their life is like. Like, we're different. We're a different class of rich people. Nope. Not bothering with that in this storyline. He's just like, no, I don't give a fuck about money. I just make it via magic. I don't even have to work. I guess this is more honest in a way, but it's not what you'd expect. Especially after all the fucking capitalist propaganda they spent the whole campaign doing for him, where every side story is just this fucking jerk off about how like everybody has to work in their dream and earn their money via their human integrity and their spirit and drive. And he's just like, just want to sleep on my couch and make infinite money for free and never work. Which, I mean, same. Not sure I understand your logic, but okay. Point is, I'm not taking that money. Not till she returns it in person. Where is she, anyway? Okinawa. My brother was transferred to a prison there a few days ago. this was all kept secret from you, but I'm just gonna spill it all to you, just completely violating her trust, which I've been doing this whole conversation. No one cares about what she wants, apparently. She said she wanted to be near him on his execution date. I knew she was a keeper. What? Did I not mention? I fell for her. Wait, like, in love? Oh, I just gave you a bunch of compromising information about her. Exactly. So I'd really like to see her again. That's the real reason, huh? Unfortunately, that money's the only connection between us now. If I take it back from you, the connection's cut, and I'll probably never see her again. Akiyama, Jesus Christ. She didn't even give you her real name. Leave her the fuck alone. She was lying to you the entire time, and you forced her to work in your sex industry place. Like, this is not a good foundation for a relationship. Some say love lasts only as long as the money. Ain't that the truth? Pretty sad, huh? Almost as sad as this Arai-san business. Arai? 1 second. I guess I was a little skipping on a detail there. The other reason that he's in the storyline is because of his connection to Arai, which is just a little easy to forget because it was established in his first chapter and then dropped until all the way into the third campaign where it came up again finally. Hello? Oh, Kira-chan. How you been? Found Arai-san yet? What? Mishima? You mean the Ueno-gun without a bullet in his head? Uh-huh. Yeah, alright. Okay, leave it to me. I'll get back to you. Bye. Who was that? I heard something about finding Arai. That was Kido, Arai's right-hand man. What? I might as well let you know. Tell you now. I'm helping Kido find his boss, Arai. He's a good kid. Why? Because I can't afford to lose Arai-san. Shibata's boys are going nuts trying to find him. They're trying to appease the Ueno Saiwa by handing him over. We might have to find him. We have to find him somehow before they get their hands on him. Of course. If what you just said is true, I've been betting on the wrong horse. What's your connection with Arai, anyway? Oh, right, so they told him that, too. That he's involved in all these plans. I've been backing him out of personal interest. I'm not a mob front or anything. Still, the whole thing's been a real kick in the sack. Who'd imagine Arai-san would be in bed with Katsuragi? I never pegged him as the type to make a move like that, almost like I'm a terrible judge of character and have to stop assuming I know people. And that I'm in love with them when they don't know who they are. So what exactly was that call about? Oh, that. Kido-chan was looking for Arai-san when he stumbled across the other Ueno-gun. You know, the one that disappeared after the shooting? There was another one? Guy named Mishima. He was sworn brothers with Ihara. The guy Arai ventilated downstairs. So what about him? He's asking for police protection. In exchange, he'll say he'll cough up what he knows. He wants the police. He wants a detective he can trust. One that can protect him from the Ueno Saiwa clan. I think you should go talk to him. Me? Yeah, you're a perfect fit. I mean, based on what you said, the force sounds like a total snake pit. Plus, you can't count on Suguichi-san or your superiors. What better person than you? Why should I? Who knows? It might get you a step closer to the truth you're looking for. How do you figure? The recent shooting between the Ueno Saiwa clan and Tanimura Enterprise, right? I've got this hunch it's all connected to the case your old man was working back in '85. Mainly because it'd be very convenient to the plot. There's just too much overlap between the main players to be a coincidence.
もしあの新井さんが裏でつながっていた桂木の命令であのドンパチ事件を作為的に起こしていたとしたら。
まあ桂木は柴田と共謀して登場会を乗っ取ろうとしていた。
そこにリリちゃんの殺人だ。桂木は共謀していたはずの柴田を裏切り、さらに25年前の事件の真相を知る人間を消そうとした強引なやり方でな。だがどうして今になってそこまでする必要があった？今までも殺そうと思えば殺せたはずだ。なのになぜ今？
焦っていた。
そう、桂木は焦っていた。ドンパチ事件が起こる前に何とかして25年前のことを知る人間を殺す必要があった。どうしてだ？
指示されていたからか。桂木を裏で操っている人間に。
その人間ってのは
25年前の真実が公になってはならない人間。事件をもみ消そうとした警察の連中か。
そういうことになる。警察内部に裏切り者がいるってことだな。どうする？三島って男に会ってみる？その価値はあると思うけど。
ああ、俺が行こう。だが罠を張る。
罠？何それ？
その三島ってのが本当にあのドンパチ事件の生き残りなんだったら何か知ってる可能性もある。
まあそりゃそうだけど。
なら三島の存在は桂木だけじゃなく警察の裏切り者にとっても邪魔なはずだ。
なるほどね。わざと警察に三島との接触を報告して裏切り者をあぶり出すってことか。危険な賭けになるぞ。覚悟はできてんのか？
なあ、俺にとってこの山は自分の人生そのものなんだ。
Mishima is supposedly hiding over at the docks in Tokyo Bay. Your best bet is to take a taxi there, unless of course you have a fancy cop car. Thanks for the advice. Now, to report my next move to the station. Hi, this is Tanimura from Community Safety. Can I get somebody in organized crime, please? Yeah, anyone there will do. Thanks. Hi, this is Tanimura from Community Safety, reporting in. I just wanted to check in before I meet with a Yakuza member named Mishima, a material witness to that shooting in Kamurocho the other day. I'm meeting him over at the docks on Tokyo Bay. Yes, that's right. No, he's already there. Okay, thank you. Bye. Okay, now that's taken care of. I'll be on my way. Alright, just be careful. And good luck. It's a little funny that when he was first introduced, you kind of got the sense that this guy, like, had a plan. Like, I don't know, there's like a sort of suave, like, oh, he's over the body, and he's, like, telling you off and stuff, and he's probably the guy that's most in control of the situation out of all the characters, maybe. And then you play as him, and he's like, this guy's just fucking rolling by the seat of his pants. He has no clue what he's doing. He's gonna die tomorrow. Maybe today. This guy is just this guy's a mess. Just all the time. I guess the first clue is the fact that he had to go pick on the guy that was narking him for playing mahjong. Like, that's the introduction. You're like, oh, okay, this changes everything a bit. Anyway, got a couple of things to do before I follow up on that. Hello, suspicious man in black. Hello, additional suspicious men in black. Hi there. Do we know each other? These guys look like professionals. I'm guessing they work for the bridge. That just means I'm getting closer to uncovering his true identity. I'm almost to the bottom of this, Dad. So I can't go dying just yet. We'll see about that. You guys got any weapons? What? Why is he holding a knife like that? He held it like a katana. Oh, that guy's got a gun. I kicked a guy with a knife and barely hurt him, and you were afraid, gun guy? You have gun. Man, they really gave the wrong guy in your crew the gun. He really let you all down. Anyway. Kiryu never killed a man. Unfortunately for you. I'm not him. Please connect the bullets. Jesus. Will they train you in the Force? Okay, where's the new gun? Or new weapon? Bet you wish I was the previous protagonist, huh? Guess even professionals run away with their tails between their legs when you shoot them several times. I should be impressed, honestly. I should get in touch with Saki-chan about our next move. Ma-chan, I was hoping I'd hear from you, sweetie. Are you finally calling to ask me out? I appreciate your good humor, but it's no time to joke around. We need to talk about bridge. Oh, you're no fun. Well, okay, how about we meet up at Shellac again? Then Shellac it is. I'll see you there. That party that just came by was in for a shellacking. It's a very polite way to put shot with gun, I guess. Yeah, Shellac's in the Champion District. I think it's Bontom is the bar that's not in the Champion District, because most of them are in the Champion District. Please don't attack me, hoodie guy. I don't feel like it. The Champion District is one of the places that is easier to remember by name and appearance and location. And there's Pink Street is somewhere in the bottom right, but there's like two options and I mixed them up, but it's like, yeah, close enough. Bottom left is Tenkaichi. Top right is Park, I think. Wait, I might be already getting some of them wrong. I know streets, and the funny thing is I know streets in Kamurocho better than I know the streets of any town I've ever lived in, because I don't learn the names of them. I just learn how to drive paths. I just memorize the routes. You're late. You know how you're not supposed to keep a lady waiting. Sorry. So that's what Yabe-san left behind. You're right. I'm afraid that alone won't be enough to catch our man. And here we are. Here we were so close. Isn't there anything we can do? I could always infiltrate the syndicate and scope things out. What will you say to that? I'd say it's too dangerous. Oh, please. All I'd be doing is working my magic at an affiliated venue. Besides, now that I've seen the documents, wouldn't you say I've passed the point of no return? I get that, but what would you even do? I'll masquerade as a hostess, sweet-talk my way right up to the big bad bridge himself. I don't know about that. Have a little faith. With enough makeup and the right dress, I could be your perfect femme fatale, and you know it. Well, you certainly have the charisma. Alright then. Just don't do anything too crazy. Where are you off to in such a hurry? Look into the relationship between my dad and this mystery man, Kay. I've got nothing to lose, so I was thinking I'd get my fortune read by that greedy old lady. Naomi-san? Yeah, she really seems to know her stuff. I wonder what's in that crystal ball, anyway. You know, Naomi-san's actually an informant, right? Aha. I thought she seemed suspicious. That's one hell of a cover she's got. Don't tell anyone, okay? There's a lot of risk involved in being an informant in Kamurocho. Why do you want to know about Kay so bad, anyway? Kay's another name that pops up all over my dad's notebook. I just want to know what kind of person he was. Besides, there might be some connection to Bridge. I see. Well, if I find out anything, I'll contact you. Thanks. I'd appreciate it. Loose ends. I better wrap up anything I can before I go to the docks, because for all I know, it just is the final actions of chapter 4. Chapter 3 was like 5 minutes long. Holy shit. Alrighty, fortune teller. I guess, yeah, the fastest way is to take the taxi, but carefully don't accidentally do the story when I take the taxi, or that'll go poorly for all of us. And then how will I know what my fortune is? So she's an informant that's pretending to be a fortune teller. Ooh, the mystic sages are telling me that this police report... Nope. Is it here? There we go. I knew you would return. Hello, Miss Information Dealer. I assume you heard that from Saki. Blessed with the gift of gab she is, or should I say cursed. It was a detective by the name of Yusuke Kaga who was inquiring into your father and Bridge. Kaga. So that's what he meant by K. Most likely. Yusuke Kaga. Well, that's one mystery solved. The only thing is, the name K suddenly stops appearing in my father's memo book one day. Kaga was fired for mistakes made on the job. Fired. After that, he opened a coffee shop. Foreign prostitutes were among his regular customers. Really? He had looked after them while he was still a detective. Even after he was fired, they would still come to him seeking advice. Does he still work at the shop? He died 26 years ago. The cause of death? It was reported as accidental, but all the facts pointed towards murder. So basically he was eliminated because he got too close to those foreign prostitutes. The more the camera cuts around, the more I'm thinking like, oh, I think they made this location by repurposing assets from the Coliseum lobby. That matter is too cloudy for Naomi to see. I don't believe a detective my father respected so much would make careless mistakes. He shot and killed an innocent bystander by accident during one of his cases. I seriously doubt that's true. But why? Because crack detectives like him know how to use a gun. I doubt he'd miss his mark like that. Huh. You seem to be a fine detective yourself. Your father said that Kaga had been set up. By Bridge? That I cannot see. But during an investigation on illegal immigration, the trail led Kaga to a certain government official. A government official? A few of the undocumented workers arrested by Kaga had been issued suspicious-looking visas. Many of them had been bought under the table. Someone was selling visas? Foreigners need to work visa or student visa, need a work visa or student visa in order to work in Japan. But the screening for such visas is very strict. Many foreigners end up buying them from corrupt officials for 400 or 500,000 yen. Naomi has even heard of some who pay $1 million. She calls herself by the third person. Why would anyone pay so much to come to Japan? Back then, we had a labor shortage. Employers never seemed to have enough workers. But most of all, migrant workers saw Japan as the promised land, where jobs grew on trees. So Kaga suspected that government official of receiving money for issuing illegal visas? Exactly. So who was this official? Naomi does not know for certain. However, it may very well be Bridge. Yeah. Tanimura. It's me. I've got some info on that group. You do? Let's meet somewhere away from prying eyes. How about the rooftop garden on top of volcano? I'll be there. I take it that was Saki-chan. Yeah. She was quite close to Kaga before he died. No kidding. You should talk to Saki-chan if you wish to learn more about Kaga. Thank you. They blew it. They blew it. Ah, they're usually good at hiding that. The camera angle showed him getting his phone out, and so you can see that he just like grabs his phone by having it just clip through his hip. He just spawns magically, and most strangely, it's not open. I mean, it's already open, so it's implying that he just has it velcroed to the side of his hip all the time while being open, because it's a flip phone. You can hide the illusion that the flip phone never actually does a flip if you just have him pull it from off camera and then raise it to his ear. But if you show his hip, you're like, no, you're ruining the magic. The meeting place Saki-chan told me about should be around here somewhere. How did you miss her? Hi, handsome. Hey, don't surprise me like that. How did you... Where would she hide? I've seen this place. Sorry, honey. Things are just starting to heat up, so I'm taking extra precautions. Is everything okay? I told you, I've passed the point of no return now, but it was worth the risk. What'd you find out? Tsugawa. He's the man behind the fake marriages, counterfeit passports, shady recruitment strategy, and just about everything horrible under the sun. So, is he bridge? I don't think so, but he's definitely affiliated. Tsugawa runs a trading company called Urban Foods. They import food mainly from Asian countries. So that's how he gets all his local information. His on-site employees seem to be handling the recruiting operations as well. You learned all that so quick. You must have been one hell of a detective back in the day. By the way, I wanted to ask you. What is it? We heard all that, by the way. How are people sneaking up on each other in this fucking square? It keeps happening. How are you doing this? They seem they came from every direction at once. What? I thought you were just another shady lady, but it turns out you're working with a cop. Nice knowing you, Officer Okama. Huh. So you found me out. Guess I lost my touch. I'll have to work on that. Saki-chan, you need to run. But, don't take this wrong, but you'd just be getting in my way here. If you say so. Where are you running? There's nothing... That's not a direction. There's nowhere... I'm too familiar with the geography here. That's not an exit. You caught me at a busy time. So let's settle this quick, okay? I'm sure you understand. I've been working on that one-liner all day. There's nowhere for her to run. There's nothing here. She hid here first somehow, then left in this direction. Does she have a secret passage? That's the only explanation for both of those events, honestly. Say, ah. It's time to take your kung fu medicine. Slap. Oop. Ooh. Glowing crotch attack. That's a new one. Oh, what was that? A lightning bomb. That's just a thing to have. Oh shit, he's the grenade guy. It took him this long to do that. It was like a secret that he was the grenade guy up until everyone else was gone. Oh, wasn't ready for that. Hey. Bye. Saki-chan, are you alright? Phew. I haven't ran that much in ages. Was anyone chasing you? Why'd you run so hard? Oh, you'll live. Now we're at Sugawa's company. This Urban Foods. I'm going after him. Don't you think you're rushing things just a bit? We've already been targeted by hitmen. If we don't act fast, we'll only be leaving ourselves open to more danger. It's time to go on the offensive. You're being way more proactive about this targeted hitman situation than you were about the last targeted hitman situation in the main story. Which is happening now, technically, still? There's that youthful optimism shining through. Alright. Urban Foods is in the building with the information booth on Supon Street. Don't take them lightly. Supon Street. Got it. Did you actually... wait. I'm trying to remember. Did you even get around to warning your friends? Your found family? Where the heck? It said Supon Street? Where is Supon Street? Burning bridges? Ha! Supon Street is not a memorable location name. I do not remember where that one is. Michi, Pink, Senryo Avenue. North Senryo, Tsuchifuku. These are all familiar names. Park. Hotel. Shichifuku. Theater Square. Oh, Supon Street. Oh, it's like where Kiryu's freaking cannon destroying real estate agency was. That thing really did. That really did pulled a one over on the entire plot of the idea that he ever ran that agency is like universe destroying. I'm like, what the fuck are you saying? So this is Urban Foods. Sugawa had better be in here. Tanimura. So you're Sugawa? You came all this way just to run into a literal dead end. Look, pal. You're in deep shit. And I mean the deep end of deep shit. You're in over your head in shit. In fact, you're about to be buried in it, just like that corpse of a writer. Wow, you sound innocent. Big on the plausible deniability, huh? You get to get beat up first. Well, all these henchmen are really doing great. They're really good bodyguards with all the guarding your body they're doing. Oh god, a part 2? What am I trying to rip the whole arm off? Jesus. I wasn't ready for that attack to get worse. That's terrifying. Hey, Carl. Ah, crap. I wasn't ready. I was mashing Y. I was being undisciplined. Max. I'm not ready for these names. Billy! Look at our American names. Oh, this guy looks like the guy from the last game. Samson! Tony! Go get him, Tiger. Ah, shit. Well, you get to be number 1. God, what a bad time. Say yeah! Why is he bleeding out of his mouth? I think he broke his arm pretty bad. Snapped his arm so hard he coughed a lung out. You know that guy they called Bridge? You know that guy they called Bridge, right? You're shit out of luck. I don't know a damn thing. Okay, let's make a deal. Huh? Give up Bridge's identity and promise to never get involved with crime again, and I'll forget about everything you've done. I solemnly swear I'll never criminal again. A bet that totally works in Yakuza, definitely. You just punch them really hard, and then they change their ways, and they never do a crime again. I've had this conversation a lot of times at this point, and I'm like, I don't believe it ever. Or you can just rot in jail, a jail cell, your choice. You promise you never tell anyone I talked? Sure. The real name of the man they call Bridge is Yuji Katsura. Yuji Katsura. He's the chairman of the Asian Women's Friendship Association. What a name for an organization. Friendship, huh? So they use that as a front to hide the terrible things they really do. If you value your life, you should run. It was the Friendship Association all along. We can't arrest Katsuro based on Sugawa's statement alone. Right. We can't afford to make any stupid moves until we get some hard evidence. He's completely hidden his trail so far. So he must be really sweating balls by now. A man like that can never let his guard down. I meant to ask you this before, but I heard you were close with Detective Kaga before he passed away. What? Who told you that? Naomi. Oh, she did she? Could you tell me more about him? I helped Kaga-san out after I quit my detective job. At the cafe he ran? Yeah. I used to counsel sex workers that came there whenever they had problems, but then the syndicate found me out. How? Kaga-san, he was involved in them too. Was he on their payroll? Possibly. If he was, then why would they kill him? Because he fell in love with a certain woman. One of the illegals? Yes, a woman from Thailand. They killed him when he tried to help her escape. But you never sold yourself out, and you're still helping immigrant women. There will always be women who find themselves in trouble. Someone has to be there for them. Dang, you're a true hero. Don't you mean heroine? Huh, right. 5,000 XP, and I punched some dudes. Oh. I think the next quest is just waiting around the corner.